Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome into the craft room. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into the craft room. Come on in and join me. Let's have some fun. We have a few more days counting down to Halloween, and we've got a couple more projects we got to get in. So come on in. We're going to finish the other half of the Halloween porch sign tonight, and hopefully you joined me earlier this week when I did a live and I created this project with my friends. This is the top half and it turned out fabulous. I absolutely love it. Hopefully you can see it. I know it's a kind of a long sign, but we're gonna do the other side tonight, and I've got everything planned out. I have another board exactly like that one. Thankfully, I was able to grab two when I found them, and we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna do this other side tonight. So actually I've already planned out my color scheme, and I've already prepped my board. So if you were here the other night, you saw we ended up having to wax the board to be able to use it because it's not a chalkboard, and that worked fine. So that's what we're gonna do. And when you hop on, if you'll say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and hit that heart button. I would so appreciate it. I'm just so glad you're here with me, whether it's on the day that I'm doing it or some other time. I keep all my videos on here for forever, so you can always go back and watch this anytime. And I also upload my videos to YouTube, so you can go there if you would prefer to watch it on that platform. So just in case you didn't know that. But my name is Susan, and this is Revive DIY and Upcycled Designs by Sue. I love coming on and sharing projects with you to inspire you or entertain you, or maybe show you something new, educate you, whatever I can do to share the love of crafting and creating. And it brings me joy to be able to do that. So hopefully it brings you guys joy to be able to see it in action. So as you can see, like I said, I've already prepped this board. It came this way, it came this black. It's already got sawtooth hangers on it. If you have questions about anything I'm using, please feel free to ask in comments or in messages. That's what I'm here for, to help y'all out. So I already covered it with a layer of surface wax and blended that all in. And what that does is it protects my transfer. And actually, you guys, I put that right down there without, but it feels like it's okay. I should have fuzzed that because it's brand new and I haven't used it before. But I think I waxed it enough that it's protected, so it's not giving me a hard time. I really should have fuzzed that. Maybe we'll just throw this under here real quick. I'm a little off my game. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day or a great night whenever it is that you're watching this. I have had a gorgeous day here again in North Carolina. It was a beautiful fall day and the sun is shining. Okay. Whenever I feel like a bump when I'm smoothing it out, I always check, because that means usually that there's a big piece of lint or something like that. Now I can't even get it to come up. And I don't want a piece of lint in my silk screen because that will mess up my image. And this is going to be much easier tonight because I've already done one, so I kind of thought it through. And I took some time to pick out my colors. And really, I'm just coordinating with the same colors we used on the other project. You can actually, this is meant to be one of those big porch leaner signs. So you could get a piece of wood cut and paint it and wax it and prepare it and do it all on one sign if you'd rather have like a porch leaner sign. Or the cool thing about this transfer is that you can even like just tear it apart and basically use, like, maybe I just want something that says trick or treat somewhere. I want to do a sign or a t-shirt, or maybe I want to do a towel or whatever it is that I want to do, a pillow or a pillow cover, either one of those. So you can use bits and pieces of it. So this is a cool transfer for that because it has so many different elements on it. And that's what I love about it. But let's go ahead and get started. And I am going to have to, I'll probably have to shift it a little bit here and there so you guys can see it since it is so long. But I love it. I absolutely love it. And it just works so well on this black. Now, you could do this all in one color. You don't have to do the multicolors like me. But if you've been around my page any length of time, you know I love color. So I have used a lot of shimmers, a lot of colors, and everything that I felt like really spoke Halloween. So yeah, so we're just going to kind of coordinate with that. So let's get started. I'm going to end up using probably all of my squeegees again because that's what I had to do the other day. Because it's a lot of areas that we're working with, right? But it's worth it, guys, and it will just fly by. It will just fly by. And I'm just kind of no rhyme or reason. I'm looking for what I'm going to use. My I already have it kind of picked out what I'm going to use my squeegees for. So I'll just pick out which squeegees I'm going to use, and we'll just get going. All right, so the first color I'm going to do on this Monster Scream, for whatever reason, when I think of monsters, I think of the color green. I think of Frankenstein, so that's probably why. So I'm going to use my shimmer. This is called Shimmer Olive is what it's called. And I think I sprayed water in here the other night because I needed to when I used it. And I don't always remember to do that, but now I'm going to stir it up and just kind of make it a little more creamy. Creamy dreamy formula. But this color, I've used it for so many things. I use it for Christmas, I use it for spring, I use it obviously for fall, for Halloween. So I don't remember if I used it in summer, but you could use it in summer too. I just get so much use out of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that directly on there so I'm not wasting any. And just get to it. I love the shimmers. That's my favorite. And I just feel like, you know, Halloween needs some shimmer. All right. Gonna need a little more. Now our shimmer, it takes probably about 7 or 8 minutes for it to dry. I will paste and peel because this is such a large transfer, and because I'm working with multiple colors and it takes a little bit longer when you do that. Whereas if I was just coming down with one color, we have a really big squeegee that's like this long. You could put just all white on there, or all silver, or all shimmer frost, and just do the whole thing, squeegee it down, and be done in about 2 minutes. But I love my color, so I have to mix and match. But that's the cool thing about creating projects like this, is that we have this fabulous design that's really cool and just creative, and you can just pick which color you want and make it your own if that's what you like to do. I will admit that today I actually redid my project that I had last night. I wasn't going to, but the more I looked at it today, you can just see this, if you followed the project last night, I got this feeling in my bones, and the skeletons I did in the glow in the dark, but you can still see them really well. And there was a phrase on there, and I just felt like it really took away from the whole look. So I actually redid it today on the back, and I finished it up, and I finished up my witch's hat. So I'm trying to get all these things finished in time to hang them up for Halloween since we're so close. All right, we're gonna see how that's doing. Oh, I need a wipe for my fingers. Our chalk paste is all water soluble, so that's really nice. It comes off your clothes, it comes off your fingers very easily. So I usually keep a wet paper towel or baby wipe or something. And I apologize if you guys hear my neighbor's dogs. As I've mentioned before, they have a pack of them basically, and they are constantly barking. All right. And I don't have windows open, and you can still hear them. So, all right. I do have windows open downstairs. That's how nice a day it was. I have windows down in several of the rooms downstairs because I cleaned carpets, and I just felt like that would help circulate the air. All right. Oh my gosh, I love this. And I'm just pulling it back slowly to make sure I haven't missed any sections. If I have, I'll lay it right back down and put it back on and add it. But this font is actually meant to be, I'm going to move it over so you guys can see it. This font's actually meant to be distressed, but look how awesome that looks, guys. Can you see that? Isn't that fabulous? So what I did was, that's called paste and peel, and the reason you do that is so your chalk paste doesn't dry in your silk screen area instead of on your surface. So I just released it to the surface. That's what that is. And then I'm just going to let it fall back down, and then I'm going to press my transfer areas that I'm getting ready to work on next that were close to that. So the witch's layer, I am going to do, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. So I do need to get a couple smaller tools. We're going to do this in my shimmer plum, because when I think of witches, I think of purple. I don't know why. I don't know why, you guys. I just do. I might need a thing for this too. And I was looking for, where did I put it to dry? Oh, my hat that I did the other day, because I was thinking if I might show you guys that too. But I'm going to do the witches and the layer and my shimmer plum, and then I'm going to do the cat and the cauldron in the cat and shimmer shadow, and the cauldron and shimmer silver, and then of course the spider web. I think, I don't know, I might do it in, I guess I'll do it in white. I'll just do white like I did on the other one. We'll see. That might be enough. We'll see. Let's see if I can, I think I can. And the stars, I'll probably do those in something else. I don't think I'm going to do those in purple. With the shimmer, sometimes you have to press a little firmer because it does have whatever material makes it the shimmer in it. I probably should have used a different squeegee to get in closer. Sometimes you do have to apply a little more pressure. And you guys, if you know of someone that would like to see these kinds of craft videos, I would appreciate it so much if you would sprinkle my video. And that just means to S-H-A-R-E. And be sure you let me know if you sprinkled it. Put it in comments. I do have a monthly Happy Mail drawing that I do. And that is detailed on my page if you were interested in seeing that. It's going to be a little challenging over here with this spider web, I think. Obviously, this section would be good to be just do it all one color, but I never take the easy road. I take the road less traveled. Who's familiar with that poem? The road less traveled. This is gonna be tricky. I might do the bubbles in purple because, you know, either that or green would be good, don't you think? Whatever's coming out of a witch's cauldron is not gonna be green, I think, or purple, maybe red. I don't know. Do you guys get images when you hear words? Do you assign a color to them? I don't know. I'm sure everyone doesn't do that, but I do. I know I'm getting on my spider web some, and I don't think there's any way I can avoid it, you guys. I'm just gonna roll with it. And you know what I forgot? I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb, so pardon me for a moment while I do that. All right, let's see. Hopefully I got it covered. If not, I might have to switch over to a smaller squeegee to get in those other areas because it's, like I said, it's just kind of challenging. I'm going to pull that back and then I'm going to lay it back down and do the stars because I don't want to keep it too long and then I don't want it to dry. I have my ceiling fan on. I didn't think about that. So I'm just going to pull this back a little. Oh yeah, that looks fabulous. Oh, I love the bubbles. I love the bubbles. Okay, I'm going to lay it back down. Hooray. And I'll press here by my cauldron and my spider web and my stars and my cat. I think I need to fix it a little bit better. There we go. Now on my other one, I did a couple of the items like I did the raven, I did the bat, and I did the spider in the shimmer shadow. And on camera, it's really hard to see. I can see it in person because obviously I'm getting the shimmer effect because that's what this is. But I did go back and outline it in a silver Sharpie. That's all I did was a silver Sharpie. But I am going to do the cat in black. And if I'll probably go back and outline him too. I mean, you could do your cat any color you wanted, obviously. It doesn't have to be black. But I'm putting black shimmer on a black board. Now, if I was just doing the regular black velvet chalk paste, it might not even show up because it doesn't have the shimmer effect. So having the shimmer does help, I think. Black on black. But once it's dried, I'll probably go back and do that. Now, let's see here. I wanted to do silver on the cauldron. That's really small. You know what I might do? Just put some of that out there. And then use that other squeegee. I'm okay if it has some black on it, as long as I don't mix it. Because I'm going to use this on the stars, I think, too. I think we'll just do those in silver. To me, this is kind of like adult coloring. And I've bought those adult coloring books, but I never have taken the time to do them. I've bought several of them in the past. And I love to color. That was always my big thing growing up. I was little. I loved coloring, but it's like as an adult, I just don't sit down long enough to do something like that. So we'll just add some of this here. I'm just moving it down the squeegee a little. Getting low on my shimmer silver. I think that's going to have to go on my list to replenish because I'm sure I will use that throughout Christmas. I tend to go to silver more than I do gold. I'm sure I'll use it for Christmas. I'm sure I'll use it for some I'm sure I'll use it for wintertime themes. I hope you guys can see this all okay. I know it's kind of a small, narrow window of area. Oh, you know what I'm going to try? One of these for the white. Oh, getting so low on my white. right, guys, let's see. Let's do a paste and peel. Hopefully I didn't let it sit too long. Nice. Okay, the cat's tail needs a little more down here. I didn't miss some. And I did get a little bit of silver, or a little bit of white on my area that's supposed to be all silver. So I'm gonna see if I can go back over it just a tiny bit with silver. Do I have any silver left on there? So I don't have to open it up. On the little foot of the cauldron. So go back over that. And then I'm gonna put a little more black on my cat. For some reason, the very bottom part I didn't get pick up. I think it's because I'm so close to that other letter. I was trying to be careful not to press too hard to get close. Let's see how that worked. Just work slowly when you're working with multiple colors like that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay, now I feel like, oh, what a fright. Now I'm going to bring this down here because I am going to use that for, so this is what we have so far. Sorry, I don't think I even showed you guys that. Here's what we have so far. Can you see? Like I said, I got a little white on my cauldron, but I'm okay with that. And actually I can touch that up after the fact with my little tool that I always use for boo-boos. Oh, what a fright. I decided needs to be in red. So this is crimson red. I use that on the other one too. I wasn't going to use red, and then one of my friends, when I was doing the project the other night, said, oh, do that in red. And of course we went with the crimson. This is definitely like a Dracula red. It's that beautiful, beautiful red color. And I was like, yes, it looks perfect. So I wanted to incorporate it in this one too. I wanted to have all the same colors. It's just in different, order, but all the same colors so they kind of coordinate. Now I don't have to use these right next to each other because it's not imperative. It's not like, oh, the word doesn't make sense. This one doesn't make sense without the other one. They do. They can be placed, you could place them on both, because I've done them on these smaller boards, you could place them on both sides of your door. I did have the other one out front on the porch. I took a picture of it inside, but then I moved it outside on the porch. My porch is covered. We haven't had any rain anyway lately, but at least this week, since when I put it out. But if I probably will end up, I still haven't decided if I'm going to go back over any of it with glow in the dark, which I may. So I haven't sprayed it yet, but I probably will spray it. All right, let's release that one. See if I've got it all. If not, I'll lay it down and touch it up. It says, oh, what a fright. The A could use a little more, I think. The top of the A. Just didn't blend it in there good enough. So far, so good, you guys. Once you've done this once, it gets a little easier. It is a little intimidating when you think about doing it in all different colors, but you don't have to do it in all the different colors. I just love color, and I love having a variety. So, okay, so this part I need to think about for a second. My pumpkins gleam. I want to do pumpkins and gleam and the pumpkin. All in orange, but I need to decide if I'm doing shimmer pumpkin. Did I not grab my shimmer pumpkin? Sorry about that. So I've got my shimmer pumpkin, and I have regular orange peel. Is that on the top or bottom? Ooh, you guys, I need to see what that is. There's something under there on my pumpkin. I don't want that to mess up my pumpkin. I think I'm going to pull it back and see. Must have been something I didn't feel. Yeah, I got a hunk of fuzz. And that would have messed up my beautiful little pumpkin. There we go. So I definitely am doing him in regular orange peel. Maybe I'll do the word pumpkin and him in orange peel. And where's my green? Where's my meadow? I could do the top part. Now I'm really getting fancy, y'all. I can pull out my meadow. This lid has seen better days. I could do my meadow there if I have a tool. I think I'll do the whole top, like even though that should be brown, I think we'll do it in green. That's why these baby wipes are perfect for this too. All right, let's get our orange. What else do I have here? This one. All right, we'll do this. This is orange peel. Perfect color orange, isn't it? Isn't it? This is our regular chalk paste. It's not shimmer. Creamy Dreamy. See how that just glides right on there? That's what it should do. I love it. And I like to say the consistency is like frosting or shoot, why am I drawing a blank? Cream cheese. There you go. Oh my goodness. This is the perfect orange color. Let me know what you think of this project, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Perfect. Perfect orange color. I'm going to peel that. I'm getting it on me, guys. Getting it on me. Okay, let's pull that back. Beautiful. Can you guys see it? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And I'm pressing down because these are self-adhesive and I want to make sure I get a good seal on my, I'm going to do this first because that dries. No, actually I'll do this and then I'll reuse the same squeegee. Since it's basically the same color, it's just one's a shimmer and one's not. So it won't hurt it if it gets a little bit of orange peel in my pumpkin, in my shimmer pumpkin. It will be okay. I hate it when I get it all the way up on the top. I don't know how I do that sometimes. On the top of my squeegee, like up to where my fingers are. Ooh, have some kind of fuzz. use that over there. Let's go ahead and get a little green on here. I know I could have used the Shimmer Olive so that I didn't introduce another new green, but okay, I've got fuzz on this too. I think I got it from my wipes. I think my baby wipes are giving me fuzz. Ooh, for sure. I don't know why some of them do that and some of them don't. All right, I'm gonna pull that over real quick because, and it's like sticking to me. My hands are dry already, you guys, and we've not even really been using the heat. See how cute he is? And guys, this is so fabulous. I don't even have to embellish anything on it. Like I don't need to, when I say that, I mean like I don't need to add ribbon, bows. Really, you could do cutouts, and I do have a source that does cutouts where you could do some of these words in wood cutouts, or you could use your transfer and put it over foam and cut that out. That would be super cool if you wanted some of it to be three-dimensional, but it's so fabulous on its own, you don't really even have to do that. I think I'm gonna do both of those. I'm gonna do on A also. Now I have to decide on my stars. Do I do those in silver again? I think I probably will. I'm just pressing over several times to make sure I've got all the silk screen covered. Look at that. Yes. Okay, let's get, we need some silver again, don't we? I put that up already. I didn't realize it was I didn't pay attention that there was stars down there. I think my silver needs some water too. With shimmer, only add a little bit of water if it gets thicker. I've had this for a long, long time. If it gets thicker, just add a little tiny bit of distilled water, and then try stirring it because you don't want it to turn out too thin. It's already thinner than our regular chalk paste, so you don't want it to turn out too thin. And this tool that I'm using is called our detail tool. It's perfect. On the other side, it's great for these little small spots, but if you don't, take a squeegee. If you only have a couple mini squeegees and you feel like you need something smaller, cut it in half. You can always cut them. I've cut mine. I'm gonna leave this out since I'm gonna need this again, but let's see how we're doing on this. Oh yes, beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous, guys? Can you see? I hope so. I can't tell. The way I have the camera faced, I can't see. So I can't tell. So that you guys can see the words in the right way, I have to turn it around like this. Okay, so now this one, let's go ahead and close these. So this one, and you notice I'm always trying to keep them closed. That's so they don't dry out because, like I said, I have the ceiling fan going. Not that it would happen like right away, but still. try to keep up on it, and I try not to be, I am a little bit of a messy crafter, but I try to keep things in my work area while I'm working tidy. All right. I don't remember. So this is Shimmer Frost. This was my first shimmer I ever purchased. And I don't remember if I pulled this back. So I'm going to pull these guys over to release them. I like it because you could turn any color you have, any color of chalk paste, into a shimmer with this. That's why I like it. And I did spray some water in it. Did I stir it? I might not have stirred it. It looks thinner. That's why I'm saying that. I think I grabbed a section. I don't think I stirred it. And I think I grabbed a section that was a little too thin. You guys. I felt like Moonlit had to be in Shimmer Frost. It could be yellow. Yellow would work too. You know, if you wanted a creepy kind of look, more of a, you know, that yellowy look when it's a full moon like that. But I would have to say that if you were ever going to tackle a project, I wouldn't say this was a beginner project. I would say this is more of an intermediate. With doing it all the different colors, it might even be advanced. Oh, look. Not that I consider myself advanced, but obviously I have more practice with this than a lot of people get to. And I'm willing to try. I'm willing to be your guinea pig. I'm willing to try things for you guys. But no, you know me, I love color. So the more the better. There can never be too much color in my book. But you could just as easily do this without all these colors. You could pick one or two colors. You could pick one color. So don't be intimidated by it for that fact. All right. Isn't that just awesome? I mean, how awesome is that? How amazing is that? Can you guys see it okay? Just peel it back and see, voila, look, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Told you guys I'm using like almost all my squeegees. I have more squeegees, obviously, but I keep getting like little dried pieces from the tops on my project. I have more, okay. Now, here's the thing. I think I'm gonna do the spider web first. Let me think what to do. No, I won't. I'll do the shimmer. I'll do the shimmer. Okay, we're done with this. Let me put this up. This, I'm just gonna add some water too. That's distilled water. And hopefully remember to stir it. If I don't, remind me, guys. Okay, here we go for my favorite. Can you guys see? I'm losing light too. There we go. I'll move it over here a little bit. I'm going to try to be really careful over here. It's very hard. I may wipe off one of my other tools when I get close over to there, but here's my favorite, my shimmer, Very Perry. So on the other board, you'll see when I go to put them side by side, the other board, I started at the top with this color, and this board, we're ending at the bottom with this color. There was a little method to my madness here. It kind of draws your eye if you're going to have them next to each other. But I may or may not. We don't know. And that's the cool thing about it, is every year it'll be different. I pull out my stuff and I reuse it and I put it in different places. And I don't know if you noticed behind me or not, but I did find my Radioactive. There's the bottle I did last year and the block set. I was like, where are they? And I finally went digging this afternoon and I found them. Okay, I need to pay attention really good here, you guys. Trying to behave over here. Get off the excess. And then maybe just work with a corner. Ooh, what am I doing? Almost gotten the white. I'm just going to use the corner of my squeegee. So I was showing you, even if you have only one size squeegee. This one in my hand, this is a specialty one. You can't get these anymore. These were only for designers. But it's a small, what they call a small size. It's not a mini, it's a small. But you can cut them in half. If you have a small, that's what I've done. That'll give you a different size. You can even cut the minis in half, and that'll give you another size option. But we do have the multi-purpose and the detail tool that work just as well. And I love them and use them all the time. For little areas and tight spots. Okay, I think, let's see what we got. Let's see, before we start on the spider web, I'm gonna check it. Let's see, I think I'll go this direction. That way I can kind of keep the spider web down. Ooh, it's not wanting to come up. Oh my gosh, you guys, you know I love this color. Can you see it? I hope so. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, my T needs a little more. And the bottom of my A. It's a little sparse over there. I know I'm going to regret that I didn't get more than one of that color jar, because I love it. I know I'm going to run out one day and I'm be like, oh, I wish I had more of that. Oh, made a little mess up there with the spider web, but that's okay. And the S, as you can see right here at the edges. They're not as crisp. Because I'm trying to be careful around that spider web. Let's see if that's a little better. Mostly. So my little buddy has a costume parade at school in the morning, and then they're having pretty much a party most of the day. Thank God they're still doing that in kindergarten. But, you know, they have taken so much fun out of the schools, but thank God they're doing that. So that is going to be a fun day for him. I'm excited for him. And then the kids have off school on Monday for whatever reason, they've decided to give them off on Halloween, which really in my book, seems like it would be better to give them off. Maybe they're doing it for the teachers. I don't know. It seems like it would be better to give them off the day after. One year, one of our first years here, I think, in this area, they gave them off November 1st when Halloween fell on a weeknight. But for some reason, they're giving them off Monday. I'm not sure why. I kind of like the idea of November 1st. This is really tough, you guys. November 1st, because you know, they're out having a lot of fun. It's harder to get them to wind down and get to bed, and then they're going to be grumpy the next day. The next morning, having to get up. It's harder to get them in bed on time. It's not going to be fun for my high schooler because he's got to be up at 6 a.m. But okay, let's see how that did. I don't know. I don't feel very good about that spider web. We'll see. Let's see. It's not terrible. I need to add a little more though. I am getting low on my white. Trying not to get it in my S. That'll just have to do. Might have to go and touch up this little purple a little bit though, because I don't like. Maybe I'll go back and do it after it's dry. Okay, let's do it, guys. Let's do the final. Can you see it? I'm losing light and I don't have overhead light. Sorry, guys. So let me put this up a little bit more. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Peel and reveal the whole deal. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here until I can take it to the tub and wash it. I think that's where I washed it last night. I think that's what I did. Ta-da! You guys, how fabulous is that? Isn't that awesome? Oh, it gets me so excited. I love it. I love it. Let me get a little extra here. Now, any spots I need to touch up, as I was telling you, I have this cool little tool that I use. It's a squeegee, but I don't know what to call it, but it's from our artist toolkit, and I just dab it in the chalk paste and touch up areas. Like here, I'll just dab it in silver and I'll go over top of where the white picked it up. And down here in the purple, or the periwinkle color, I'll go over there, or the spider web if I need to touch that up. But I think it turned out fabulous. What do you guys think? Isn't this awesome? Hit that thumbs up if you like it, or hit that heart. Let me know. And let me know in comments what you think about these. Okay, I'm going to try to get both of them on the screen. It's so hard because of the way, you know, the amount of camera space. But, all right, so I guess it would be this way. Let me move this out of the way for a second. You know, if you had them on both sides of your door, or in your hallway, or in your foyer, or you could hang them. These have sawtooth hangers on them, so you could hang them. Aren't those awesome? If you're going to put them outside and you think they'll be exposed to any kind of weather at all, even if you're going to put them outside, I would highly suggest spraying them with a clear coat, which is probably what I'll do once I decide about the glow in the dark. Because I'm still thinking I might need to have a little bit of glow in the dark on here. But there we go. That's the project for tonight. So we finished both. This was tonight. This was Tuesday. I hope you guys like that project. I hope you love these ideas. If you have any questions, this transfer is available until October 31st. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me in a message or in comments. Otherwise, I hope you like this. Thanks for joining me. Let me come into your world for just a little while. And I hope to see you again next time I go live. Excuse me. And until I see you, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. Okay, guys, bye. I'll see you soon. Bye.